Well, we have done a lot of work, not many hours in one day. You know, it's been a few hours here, a few hours there, different days. But getting the garden prepared, getting stuff in the ground, had a really wacky season this year. It got started to warm up, and then it got super cold again and stuff like that. So I didn't get stuff in the ground till probably, what is it, 25th, mid-May to late May. I'm just now finishing up some things. I'm going to take you around, show you some of the stuff that we've got in the ground here. So here we go. We're going to go over here by the raspberries and our berry bed, and I'll show you that. Hold on one second. So this is our raspberry bush. It's got some wonderful flowers going there. Going to have a lot of berries popping up pretty soon. This is our strawberry and blueberry bed. Got blueberry, you can't really see that one, he's covered up. Blueberries in the corner, in the middle, and on the ends, and everything else is strawberries. And we got some huge strawberries. I don't know if you can see how big these leaves are. And these are supposed to be really big strawberries coming in. They're filling in the bed. They're little runners and stuff. We'll have even more next year. We got 4 more blueberries over here. Got extra pots. We just transplanted the rosemary. We wanted it in the ground instead of in a pot. And this is our freaking huge oregano bush. Look at this, my hand. It's huge. You got a potato and some, you got a couple of honeydew melons and some, what's that other stuff? The orange one. I am blanking on the name. We got honeydew, oh, cantaloupe. Yeah, 4 cantaloupe. We got some cilantro in there. Got some basil on this side. So sort of our little herb bed. We got some thyme growing there. We got some dill, some purple basil, more oregano, more cilantro. Over here, we haven't really finished with this bed, but we got a couple of carrot plants, and apparently those are in their 2nd year, maybe their 3rd year, but they're going to seed again. They're getting ready to flower, and those are going to seed. So I don't know how we got this extra asparagus. Just seed must have fell in there. It just grew. That's all right. I'll transplant that into the asparagus bed. Look at all those beautiful ferns. Big cilantro growing. Got a couple of how this got on there. Get a couple of our cabbage growing. Speaking of cabbage, got 3 cabbage there, and that's all our lettuce. Got some arugula. Got a couple of rows of romaine lettuce, and you got some butter crunch. Got some leaf lettuce I planted, and some iceberg. Iceberg's a little slow going. They got a little slower start this year. Planted it late, in other words. Back to the asparagus. Look at that. 2nd year asparagus is just going crazy. And we still got new little asparagus babies popping up. There's another one in there. Look at that little purple. Those are purple passion asparagus. I guess they're green when you cook them, but. And we got 1 random potato plant, volunteer. I guess that potato didn't get dug up last year. And this is one of our grapes. That's the Concord Blue. And apparently you're supposed to trim these back, so there's only a couple of brown vines and like 6 to 8 of the green vine. Anyway, so that's going crazy. So if we don't trim that back, prune that back substantially, while it'll look nice, apparently all the grapes will be real small and not very sweet. So supposed to trim it when it's dormant. We'll see what happens if you trim it while it's growing. This is our potato bed. Lots of potatoes in here. We just almost finished with this bed. We put a bunch of green beans in the back row, stringless beans. And we got some, in front of the beans over here, we got some snow peas, snap peas. Got a lot, you can't see them real good because of the mulch, but we got a lot of onions all down in here. And then in the middle area, we got some flowers. And some alyssum, I think they are, and I can't remember the other one, salvia, I think. But that's a really pretty archway. I kind of like that, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna have to trim those back. So then we come over here. We've got a few things growing over yonder, and some stuff for the girls, kale and whatnot. And here we got some sweet potatoes growing in some containers, and they're gonna vine quite a bit, especially as it gets warmer. And the chickens actually really enjoy the sweet potato leaves, so they'll have that. Here's our little fig tree, Mr. Figgy. It's growing quite a bit. It's quite a bit of green growth on there this year. Yeah, I don't know, might even get a fig or two. And over here, of course, we have the girls. Hey ladies, what's going on, girls? What's going on? You want to say hello? You want to come say hi? Say hello. Hello. Who wants to go through the tunnel? Come on. Come through the tunnel. Come through here. Yeah. Let's show everybody how you go through the tunnel and into the big run. There you go. That's where I've been putting all my grass clippings. They go in that second pile. The first pile actually is composting pretty well. Anyway, all right, girls, I appreciate you walking with me. That's really fantastic. I appreciate the support. We got the 4 white girls and Blondie. Blondie with the big booty. Okay, so we're gonna, it's our rose bush. Might or might not keep it. Probably not gonna keep it. So across the big yard, heading over here, whew, got a little bit of a walk, a little bit of exercise. This is our, let's call it Zucchini Hill. Actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, the first 4 rows left to right, those are all zucchini. And the last 2 rows, those are yellow squash or summer squash. So they're starting to flower quite a bit. They're doing pretty good. And then we got some posts banged into the ground. Got some furring strips and cut them in half and made little pointy ends. So we got our garden fencing up. Only on 3 sides. Only on 3 sides so far. Don't ask. We're working on it. Here's our stakes for later. We haven't put those in yet. So we got this row here. We got all kinds of tomatoes. We got Moscovich tomatoes here. We got some Amish paste in the middle area, and down there we get a whole bunch of let me see if I get this right. I got Martha Washington's down there, and I think the very end of this row, the second row, is Martha Washington's. Excuse me. And then up through here we got a bunch of bell peppers, and then down on this end we have our jalapeno peppers. And over to the third row, of course, the cucumbers. Pardon my shadow. So we got a bunch of cucumbers in here. We got a few salad slicers, a couple of pickle barrel down there, but most of these are the Nokia variety, which are very disease resistant, and we noticed they're resistant to a mosaic virus that's been kind of hammering our cucumbers. We got a couple of kale. They died back a bit, but they're I think they're gonna make it. I think they're actually gonna make it. And we got a couple of sweet chard in the ground, and we got about a half dozen of those the heck are those things called? Help me somebody. 2, 4, 5. We have 5 Brussels sprouts. Yeah, that's the ticket. We get a random, I guess that's a cucumber in there. It's a couple more Brussels sprouts. And to finish out the end of the third row, we've got some Sun Gold and Sun Sugar cherry tomatoes. Now you might be wondering, what the heck is all that stuff? That's grass. Just grass using, let's see, just grass clippings for mulch. Why? Well, it's clipped up, chopped up real small. It breaks down pretty easy. It dries out. It's basically a lot like straw and does its work to keep the ground a little cooler and help the water from evaporating too fast. So there you have it. There's our garden, our upper garden and the lower garden, or the back garden, extended garden I call it. And I go back over here. Who is that? Is that Hazel or is that Xena? Who's over here in the corner waiting for me? Oh, it's Scooter. Hello, baby. Scooter's my girl. She loves me. Buck, 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 buck. Yeah. Buck, buck, buck. Tell everybody hi. All right. All right, girls, you having fun? Get your water. There you go. Oh, look. You love water when it gets warm. Who doesn't? You know, show them how you play there and the scratch around in there. All right. All right. Well, you've seen plenty of videos about the chickens. Anyway, that's it. That's the garden. Here's the garden by the house. And then we've got the extended garden in the back. Oh, can't forget the trees. I almost forgot the trees. We got fruit trees back there. We'll save that for another tour. So that's it. That's the tour of the backyard and the garden stuff. And chickens, garden and chickens. So, yeah. We're being retired. Oh. Somebody sounded like they're getting upset. All right, so we'll talk to you later.